Here at NextGen TV, I'm talking to Brett Wilde of Rala. Brett, you were at the conference today giving a very interesting presentation to a packed audience, I have to say. One of the key elements was connectivity.
Absolutely. Connectivity is something that's absolutely critical, and some of the major components of it affect not only the core networks but the people that have got very poor connectivity right down in the rural networks. So I was talking about what's happening in some of the global scenarios, what we can do about it, how it can be achieved. So really to move forward to a kind of next generation of connectivity.
I think you were talking about one major European country that suddenly came dangerously close to that horrible moment where they just couldn't cope with demand.
Yes, we've found that with the proliferation of all these clever devices we have at home, where you've got multiple phones, iPads, laptops and so on, that the amount of traffic that is generated where you've got the capacity can cause a problem in the core network. And in this case, at the peering point in Sweden last year, they almost had a collapse because they didn't have enough capacity to cope with it. So some emergency implementation of additional links was put in to fix that problem, indeed.
I think you also showed the audience some examples about statistics which can be seen in one way that the UK is doing okay, but actually can make us look a long way behind.
Well, indeed. I presented some statistics which are often trotted out by our politicians that say we're doing well, we're above the European averages in connectivity and speeds and services. But the one they don't like to talk about is the one about connectivity of subscribers to ultra-fast networks, which means above 100 megabits per second, which happens to be the standard in Sweden. And we're so low on the scale that we hardly appear. And unfortunately, the guys that we probably would hope to be competing with, like Romania, Latvia, Lithuania, and some of the bigger countries, we're not anywhere near approaching competing.
But in the UK, I think there is hope from some of these new alternative network providers.
Yes, absolutely. There's light at the end of the fibre optic cable, thank goodness. And there's a group of companies out there that have just said, right, we're just going to get on and do this. They're not waiting for all these issues about state aid and getting political support to come out. They're just saying, right, we found a way we can do fibre. Places in rural Lancashire, a group in a commercial organisation around Oxfordshire also now working in Peterborough. So they're starting to be, and some of these are actually moving to listing in the city. So you can see much more money coming in. You're going to see a rapid growth of people able to purchase gigabit services in deeply rural areas building on this.
And I think you yourselves have a project at the moment that you're very proud of. I'm not sure how much you can say about it, but it sounds very exciting.
Yes, there's more news to come on that, but we've been working on effectively a feasibility and planning study, working with Cybermore from Alston in Cumbria, quite a well-known new network or alternative network company, funded by BD UK, Broadband Delivery UK, and this was is an ongoing feasibility study to look at putting fibre into some deeply rural areas where there are big issues to address in terms of how to get connectivity to the outside world and the management services. And we'll be telling more and hopefully presenting a case study on this in the not so distant future.
Great, well we'll wait to hear about that. In the meantime, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
So an interesting story there. Alternative networks, are they the answer to keep UK up with the rest of Europe?